We have everything except for a good coffee, I guess. This has to do. This has to fuel whatever we have left. Everything is fine now. We are hydrated, questionably. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step, where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm the Battler in the UK, and admin for Spurs English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Oh.
Yay, how are you doing, Ayumu?
Hi.
Did you win?
No, I didn't actually.
Are you winning, son?
I mean, yes and no. I won one of them, lost the other one.
I see. Disappointment. This is an Asian household, you have to win everything. I'm just kidding. I mean,
so for context, our recording got delayed because I decided to go to play card games.
And he didn't win.
I didn't win.
Yeah, he didn't win everything, but it's fine.
I got high roll twice.
Oh no. Yeah, that's always... Yeah,
By a starter deck.
Oh my god, no, fuck no.
From 10 years ago.
Oh my god. That gets worse by the second, what the fuck?
No, literally, I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I'm actually like, I'm legit crying. I'm not even joking. I was like, huh? Why is like, my vision got blurry? There's tears in my eyes. No, wait. Like, that was a dream, but that was a dream, isn't it? Like, I still remember, like, before I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I really wanted this starter deck really badly, because it was the first ever structure deck for Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dragon's Roar. It has a black dragon on it. It's a Red Ice Darkness dragon. Like, after I bought it, I realized that it is basically impossible to summon the Red Ice Darkness dragon. It was prohibitively... because, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to do this thing where they have like their postcards which have to be special summoned in a very specific way. So I think you should be familiar enough with what is Red Ice Black Dragon.
I heard of it, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, it's a level 7 monster. So at that time, like, special summoning is not... so this is... How many years ago? It's probably close to 15 years ago. Like, back then, like, special summoning is not as crazy as it is now. Like, now what makes things look crazy is like, because usually when they summon a specific name card, like, you can summon it from like basically anywhere. But Red Ice Black Dragon is a level 7 monster, so like normally you summon it by sacrificing 2 monsters on your field. But like the starter deck gave you like this one card called the Red Ice Black Check, which check us in like this small dragon. So like how it's supposed to work is you are supposed to summon the Red Ice Black Check. It has an effect that you can sacrifice it, and then you can directly like special summon the Red Ice Black Dragon from your hand. And then, and only then, the Red Ice Darkness Dragon can be special summoned by sacrificing one Red Ice Black Dragon on your field. Yeah, so back then I was a kid. Like, the only Yu-Gi-Oh! That I know is like the Playground Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you don't sacrifice anything. So I was like, ooh, Black Dragon, cool. And it's also it's a foil card, right? I didn't even understand that back then, because Yu-Gi-Oh! What makes them a little bit different from other games is that their structure decks. Well, it's probably not a problem of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a problem of its time. Like the idea of a structure deck or a starter deck back then was like, yep, this is 40 cards that you can play with, but they don't necessarily like how like Battle Spirits deck starter deck works, like where you basically have like some sort of like basic synergy, and in order to support that synergy, you are given like at least like 2 copies of each card, unless like they are really like a one-time thing or like a limited card, like kind of like when I think like when Forbidden Grief was reprinted in the Mega deck. So yeah, like basically they only get like 1 copy of everything, pretty much. So you only get one red as blackjack, you only get one red as black dragon, and you can only get like one red as darkness dragon. But yeah, that was the life back then. And then I haven't even known about synergy. So like after that, I just kept on buying starter decks of like different concepts, and of course they don't work with each other. And I was like, I wonder why. And then I started to go into high school, and then I met some like the actual Yu-Gi-Oh community, and like some of my friends actually like played with a starter deck technically, but like they played with so like now I know that the starter deck is good, so we just bought like 2 or 3 copies of the same starter deck, and then basically like maximize everything that needs to be maximized, and it's actually like whoa, dimensions difference. Yeah. So yeah, were you beaten by a like literally just one starter deck?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I guess.
I mean, it's a wise words. What do you expect?
I suppose so. And I suppose like to be fair, like I said that, but like Vanguard, I think like when Vanguard came out, it was pretty revolutionary to me personally, because like you get like multiple copies of the postcard. Yeah. Like like you don't really have to start the game like on empty.
Yeah, the changing meta is having more than one copy of a card in the starter deck.
Exactly. I was like, that's why Bushiroad was like moving in the right direction. Well, they killed like 2 or 3 games on the way, but guess that kind of gave them enough data to keep Vanguard and Wild Swords afloat. So I guess like you win some, lose some. In the end. Yeah. So I guess it is what it is. And now we have the Pal World official card game as well. Even more stuff from Bushiroad. And even from Bandai, we are expecting the Naruto the card game. Never thought I would utter those words out loud. Although like it's not like Naruto card game isn't a revolutionary concept on its own. I think like there were attempts to make one like years ago. Yeah, and then it was part of some franchise. And actually there is one Naruto TCG that is currently running. It's an EU only if I'm interpreting it correctly.
Are there?
Yeah, it's called the Naruto Mythos TCG.
What the hell?
I didn't look too deep into it. I was just became aware of it because my friend was like, "Hey, I kind of wanted to collect this thing. Can you help me? Because it's an EU only thing. It's a Europe only thing. I mean, because the game is in English, so I suppose like it's probably like a UK company or something.
I suppose so. Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, like, is it really? Because like, can they do that? Like license, like literally, like legally, like can they do that? Because like they have like given their license to someone else, and they can they like do it like simultaneously? And they actually did, and I think, I guess like because now that I think about it again, like Bandai, like mostly like when we are talking about like Bandai in the West, like they mostly operate in the US anyway. Like I guess like that wouldn't be a problem anyway. And like I think like Naruto Mythos TCG even like kind of like acknowledge that I mean that just means that we have to do better. So I guess props to them.
I mean, what can they do to facing Bandai?
Exactly. I mean, at least you don't have to face you don't like when Bushiroad was like growing, they don't have to face like other IP at least. Guess that's what helped them to become as big as they are now. And now we have the Inazuma 11 collab, and it's like,
Wait, before what Vanguard?
Yeah, Vanguard has done collab with Inazuma 11.
Lama.
Yeah.
So many collabs.
Oh yeah. Actually, like the reaction of the people are pretty much similar to what we see when Pelsper is starting to like, collab every 2 months, every 3 months we will have a new collab. But yeah, we will probably see but yeah, I guess like standard is the first time where we can actually kind of like, well, actually like back then like collab can still somewhat perform as good, I think.
I mean, at the end, it's all about
Yeah.
power levels,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't really matter like when you're collaborating.
Mm-mm.
More
Oh,
like,
yeah.
are you willing to put them the same power level as like the main sets, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Yakuza is actually meta. Like the Yakuza collab is actually meta as well.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
it's so complicated as well.
yeah. It's like
Especially since like the references are like proper Japanese names. It's like
Mm-mm.
I can't remember all of them. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, I
Like,
agree.
oh, so like when you combo with this fat old guy and then like that this young lad with a crazy face and that this like
Mm-mm.
it's like bruh.
Yeah, I think like the craziest Vanguard collab so far is like that. Like the one that they do with the Koro Koro magazine.
Dangerous Grandpa, let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go.
Man, I fucking loved that manga when I was small.
I know, right?
I don't like it now though, but yeah.
Yeah, I
It's too
think
weird for me.
yeah. The one
I
that
can
left the
understand why
imprint.
my kid didn't like it.
Yeah. No. Never met your childhood hero. But, I feel like the one that I left the impression the most to me is like that very tall guy, and I think like it was a split unit. So like the head is like so like basically the top half is like the supposed to be in your vanguard, and like the bottom half is supposed to be a rear guard that you put on the back row of your vanguard or
I
something.
didn't know that. I didn't know there was something like that. What the hell?
Maybe I'm just I just made that up in my mind, but I just remember that they have a card that is like basically like the joke is like he's a very 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 tall guy. God, now I wish I wish that was real.
Wait till the Hunter collab comes in.
Oh my god. what if like the actual secret collab that they will do it next year is actually like, yeah, so we will have a collab between Battle Spirits and Hunter x Hunter. I was like, ooh. This is going to pan out great.
Yeah.
We're going to have the long gun. I imagine if like the long gun is just basically just three cards taped together, and then like the two other cards are like just his hair.
It's gonna be like, okay, you got the fan gun, you need the rear guard, the back row, and then now you're occupying the guard space as well.
Oh yeah, of course. Like they don't have to bring back like the gift mechanic, but like they will bring back the axle circle just for that, just to fit in the hair.
No. The way you do is like you put it in the guard circle and just say like your opponent literally cannot guard when this fan guy's attacking or something like that.
Oh my god.
Because it takes up the guard space, the guard circle.
Oh
You
my
can
god.
only you can't even intercept because you got to put the cards in there.
Damn. Yeah, I think they already do with the body fight collab actually. The body fight collab is like, yeah, I mean like some of like the cards that I read was kind of like standing out. I think like one of the cards were just like outright like during your turn your opponent cannot activate any auto ability, including the Guardian Circle. So I was like, what? What do you mean? Like, something like the perfect card is an auto ability. What do you mean you can use auto ability?
Yeah, well, I mean, at least you still have the shield.
Yeah,
It's not an ability, so
exactly. And you still have the order, to be fair. But yeah, it's like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
if you showed that to me like 10 years ago when I was still playing Vanguard actively, I'll be like, yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, I'm surprised it took them that long to actually introduce all the cards. It's like, have you never thought of that?
Guess so. But like I guess like at that point also like that's what made Vanguard kind of like unique, right? Like how they can kind of like make all this intricate gameplay with only like one card type technically.
I suppose so, yeah.
Well, technically after that they include G Zone, and that is where like the game actually like ooh, like the G Zone actually like kind of like, yeah, basically like that's still technically like another card type, because it's not something that you can just play from your hand, and so Like you still have to do like something
Oh,
special.
Jisoo. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I heard you said Jisoo, so what's this about Jisoo?
Nah, nah. I am fairly religious, but not that religious. I guess, but yeah. Yeah, so that is another topic since 2026 is ending. We are
Well,
finally in the second half of 2026. This is technically our first episode that we record in July. So like 2026 is already ending as we know it. But so yeah, since the time is already a little bit near, like what do you think is the collab that they will add next year for Battle Spirits?
I don't know, Persona 4 Reload.
Persona 4 Revival.
Reload.
No. Persona 3 is Reload. Persona 4 is Revival.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. You know, I mean, like I'm reading to deep into this. I'm not a big Persona fan. I did finish Persona 4 specifically once. It was so long. I don't want to do the new game plus. I don't know how people were able to do Persona 4 new game plus, Persona 4 Golden new game plus. I was like, and then like now Persona 4 Revival is coming out, and they were like, yeah, I can't wait to play it again. I was like, yeah, there will be extra content, but like for the most part, it's still Persona 4. I will understand if the game is like much shorter, but like, yeah, it's Persona.
Yeah, it's a lot of grinding.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like it's not my thing. So it's not that I think that this bad per se. It's just like that's not something that I can do. So like yeah, I applaud you guys for being able to do that. That I can't. Don't think I mentally can. Even though that being said, like every time I get like a new console, I was like, huh, can I play Final Fantasy 1 on this? Yeah, and I think I finally finished Final Fantasy 1 on my PSP. Like before that, I like every time I found Final Fantasy 1, I was like, yeah, this looks old. Like yeah, I was a kid right there, but like eventually I was like, I'm like this is this kind of clicks. And then like by the time I realized I just defeated the last boss. Did not realize that. That was a foresight. Yeah, which is why I kind of now that I accidentally made that library card, which has a dragon on it, by the way, because of course it is. Because like they asked me like which design I wanted, and like the other designs are basically like, yeah, the only other design that I kind of wanted is like the one that where they have like lots of birds, and then after that there's just either the logo of the library or like just a picture of books. So I was like, oh, I mean, give me the dragon. But yeah, it was a very fast process, so I can't complain. But after that, it was fairly cold, so I was like, do I really want to go to the library? Yeah, I can just work at home. Like it's already comfortable enough at home, so like I don't really need to go somewhere else, I think. But I already paid for the membership anyway, so I was like, what can I do? What can I get to maximize my membership? So the answer was just, okay, go to the game aisle, and then like what can I get? Because of course, it's a library, they can't really have everything and anything. So like for example, for Xenoblade, they are missing like Xenoblade 2 specifically. For Fire Emblem, they are missing Fire Emblem 3 Houses specifically. So maybe I'll pick up Engage eventually. And they do have this policy where they can kind of like borrow things from like other library, I think, if I understood that correctly. So I might be able to get the 3 houses from the Dusseldorf library, probably.
Nice.
Yeah. But so far, since I don't have that, I just picked the next best thing, which is Octopath Traveler. I don't know anything about this game. I just knew, like, some of my friends like did talk about it when it did came out. And so far, I mean, like, lots of the gameplay, like the map was like really, well, really simple. And the funny thing is, like, they have like this random enemy where they just give like a fuck ton of EXP, and my character went, I think, from like level 7 to like 15 like instantly.
Okay.
So I was like, so like that was rare, and I thought, like, I forgot that I have like this character that basically her gimmick is kind of like Pokemon. So like you can capture the monsters and then use them in battle. I was like, I want to try to capture it, but like I probably should try to capture it, but I didn't know like how many hits that it needs to that it takes to kill it. Didn't really count as I should. And I think like it dies in like 5 hits or something. So like it has a very high defense. So like anything that you try to hit it with, it will damage it by 1. And then you basically like do that for like 5 times, and then it will die, and it will give you a fuck ton of EXP. Like capturing this game, like, it's still counted as defeating the enemy. Like in a way, it is kind of like an OP way to kind of like just kill a mob that is hard to kill.
I see.
Yeah, me. But I met that enemy twice already, so I'll probably meet another one soon. So I'll just have to see if I can capture it by then. But before that, I guess, as usual, we just see how the fishes are doing this week. Yay! Yeah, now this looks more like a Battle Spirits meta chart. Cause like I was like looking at the like my Facebook memory, just like I always do, because that's what I do when I have my free time with my free will. I look at the old meta chart and like, ooh, like Galaxy. It was when Galaxian started to come out, so it was about PS 47, 48 kind of like time, and it's like, ooh, that is very colorful. And yeah, now actually, like, we can see that the chart is like starting to be a little bit more spread out again. I'm not sure if it's an effect of like the championship. Well, I guess like the championship qualifier now, there's kind of like a drama about like the store preliminary thing. Because like, of course, like if you have won the representative seat from like the bigger tournaments, you can't win it. But like, of course, there's still the PR, the promo, like the winner promos, right? So I think like recently there has been some tension about like, yeah, if you already have like the rep seat, like do you really still have to join like the store preliminaries? Of course, like the argument, like on one side the argument is like, yeah, you can, when like you can still win the PR, like why not? But like on the other hand, it's like, yeah, I mean, like now like the qualifier is like kind of hot, so like everyone, like especially in like more crowded cities, like then it will be like it will make it harder for people to get the seats, because like, of course, like the stronger players are kind of like concentrated in like the big cities anyway. Like there will be like 5-6 people who already won, and like in the tournament where the capacity is like maybe like 16 to 32 as opposed to like 100 or 200, like 5 to 6 people can actually be like major enough to kind of like restrict people from joining, right? Yeah. But yeah, I guess with all community stuff, I guess like the discussion happening is more important than have like, we don't like in the end, like it is always a very nuanced discussion. Like, but like I guess like at the very least we need that discussion to be there for us to all be open and see what works best for our community. Yeah. So like Yeah, I mean, it may sounds like a Discord, but yeah, it is a Discord and it will happen as long as everyone is respectful. Yeah, just stay respectful, and we'll eventually find the solution together. Personally, I think it's kind of like a case by case, right? I feel like if it's like 32 and there's only 2 of you, like yeah, I guess like why not? But like if it's like 16 and then like there's 6 of you, yeah, just find someplace else, man.
I mean, wouldn't the easiest way to it's just to do pass down basically.
No, no. The pass down is happening for the like the representation thing anyway. It's just the problem of the promo card.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
in a way also. But also like
yeah, I mean the promo cards like well, I mean if they have the ability to win, then they win. I
yeah.
don't see a problem with joining them
No.
repeatedly, to be fair.
I think like the argument is also not specifically about the pricing themselves, but like again, like if it's like 16 people, like the store capacity is like 16 people, and then like there's like 24 people who wants to compete here, and 5 of them already have like the price from like the previous tournament. Like that, the argument now is like should they be allowed to join in this particular tournament, or should they probably like look for something else, or probably split out a little bit so they don't really take out the seat from people who are still trying to win the prize that they already have, basically.
Well, I think it's probably like kind of like your own fault for not registering early.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, that's always the tricky part, right? Because like in the end, like you can't really please anyone. In the end, again, trading card game as a product is, well, from the point of view of the company, it is a service, and as with all service product, like you can't really please like every single customer. Cause yeah, you either do it like first come first serve basis, and then like yeah, yeah, that I guess like it is kind of fair, but there's always going to be like some people who are like specifically, yeah, I really wanted this, and then like they will queue at like at around like the registration time, like they will always somehow found out how when the registration is going to be open, and so on and so on, and they just register to 5 different stores at once. I guess there's the lottery system that they always do because it's Japan.
I mean, yeah, I mean if they only do lottery, but like, I mean if they only do lottery, then yeah, it makes sense for like people who have already won to not join again. But
yeah, I guess because like with the lottery, then from the moment you click on register for the lottery, then you actually kind of already taken the chance for other people to compete, I guess. But I mean, yeah, it's hard. I mean, like it is easy for us to kind of analyze and like see, and say that yeah, this is how it should be like when we are not the one who are like trying to compete for the state, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, I wish we have that problem in Indonesia one day.
Yeah.
It is a luxury. I mean, yeah, for us it does sound like a luxury problem, but yeah, I know that for the fans there, it is a serious problem. So yeah, hopefully we can find a way that is best for the community, one way or another. Personally, I have my opinions again. I said it already. Ayumu said his already. So let's move on to the actual thing. Let's move on. Just move on. Yeah. And we do see some new faces. There's the Chaos is actually like getting stormed out in the casual scene, I think. And we see Petit Shark finally making some marks. 120, so the 1% is 1. So there's at least like 2 to 3 people who won with Shark. Then yeah, Mitra is always there. Morgan is kinda there. Yeah. Nyx could have been higher, but I guess like the butler contract is actually kind of like pricing as well.
It's like even Nyx might be considered a bit too slow right now.
It's just crazy. She went from oh no, this is disastrous to oh no, this is too slow to oh no, this is too fast, and then like yeah, this is kind of slow. Damn, how time have changed. Yeah, what is that thing above shark again?
That's Gekiha.
Oh. Oh. I'll erase the kanji from my head because I don't want to see that kanji ever again. Don't want that word to be uttered in my ears ever again. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It does feels a little bit jarring, isn't it? Like even though like its successors are basically just as bad. Like every time they make a new done deck, it's always feels frustrating to play against with the new Galaxian, with the new Astral Deity. It's like, but like in the end, like the one that lifts the most cards is still Keki, huh? I guess they do have like the longest runtime technically, like compared to like the other two decks, and compared to Kekiha that can quote unquote like do everything, which is mostly just because it's an engine as opposed to kind of like an actual deck. Like the Astral Deity still feels like okay, so like this is Astral Deity, this is its identity, this is what it does. But like Kekiha, your opponent opens with ton, you don't really know what they are doing at that point. So like, what am I facing here? What angle am I looking at here? Are you going to one-shot me? Are you going to loop me to get infinite cores and then like lock me with King Towers? Are you going to just beat me up with like 5 Pledra? Or are you going to mill me somehow? There's always those different angles that make it a little bit like when you meet it at the first time, it was like, so this is your kink. This is how you feel good when you're playing card games. Yeah, but Para, our girl is doing well on the top, so that's all good. Yeah, that being said, Liber, yeah, Liber, it's more love, I guess. Unfortunately, even though
It's
he's
like,
the main
yeah,
character.
I think Liber, the problem with Liber is like it's a little bit too high roll, which is probably why no one actually want to play it.
Yeah, which is although like it has like the most stable effect at this, like why is it allowed to be in green in the first place? But yeah, I guess even with that, still nowhere close to. Yeah, I guess like because the problem with Liber as well is like your hand doesn't technically increase in the sense of like how the other two decks work, isn't it? Because like technically you still lost what could have been your extender because you need to look for your starter. Like then you get your starter, but you don't have your extender, and then your starter got handled, and then now you lost your starter, you don't have your extender, and you have to look for another one.
Yeah, so, basically.
Yeah. So I guess I can see why. Yeah. But now, yeah, I guess like the next time, so like we have been confirmed the PS77 on November. I mean, like it has been confirmed before. My friend was like arguing back at me. I was like no, like this is so sudden. Like why I didn't think they would announce Eternal on like November. I haven't heard about this before. Although literally in the Bandai Explain presentation on minute 6 and minute 6 50 seconds, I think like 50 or 15 seconds around those two numbers, he said verbally, it does not include in the slide, but the Eternal will get a product on the 11th month. So I was like, that was my base, and also like you see all this scheduling. Where is the cap? That's the only cap. That's the only cap where you can release an eternal product, and it's like exactly 6 months after PS76. So like that's like exactly the window where you wanted to release a new eternal booster. So like you have to do it there. You can't really do it anytime else. But like if we are talking about like official confirmation, like that's your official confirmation. They already stated we will do it on November. So yeah, I guess like the most of like the changes that will come to the meta is more into like what do people want to play that week. If there's any ban lists, like I guess like now we don't really need one. I think like ratio wise we are pretty much pretty stable. Even with the last tournament, we do see more light contract in the top 8, but like not to the point where it's where it dominates everything.
Yeah.
So I guess we can, and also I mean like I forgot about the new promo pack that will be coming out next month. I guess maybe Athena can be a little bit more stable, but I'm not sure if it's enough to kind of like bring it back to the table. Well, maybe not.
What do you say?
I know with Athena. I mean, like Athena is the thing, like the one that
Athena.
has.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I think like she's the one that has the most potential to be making it back. Because like
more white decks at the top meta.
What? That's a very silver. That's a very diamond encrusted meta. Because like if you don't know yet, like the colors in Bellspears are represented by the 6 gemstones. So it's a ruby, amethyst, emerald, diamond, topaz, and sapphire. Yeah, that's why it's if every deck in the top are white, like it will be a very diamond encrusted meta. Whoa, what was the diamond company again? Like the one that do the monopoly on the diamonds, the Beauvoir or something. And they will be like very happy.
I don't have this kind of knowledge.
Yeah, I heard about it once, and it's a French name. I can't really commit it to memory yet.
But
yeah, it's
talk about knowledge though. Reminds me of how yesterday I was like, we're like at the pub eating stuff like that, and I was like, what actually is HP sauce? And then like my friend said, my British native friend said that like, oh, it's a Worcester sauce, and I said Worcester sauce, and I said, all right, who's the native here? Okay, to be fair, your English is probably better than me.
Yep, exactly. Yep. I always felt that when the foreigners like speak Indonesian, like you're speaking a words that I never heard in my life before. Like not that they are especially better, but like sometimes when you learn it from afar, like you do take notice more about like words that the native will probably not notice.
Yeah, I mean in this case it's more like English being an absolute.
Yeah.
Like
salad.
I don't know. Yeah, absolute salad. Yeah, let's
absolute
say
salad. A fly salad.
And the fact that we can even say absolute salad and it makes sense. You know, that's what make English absolute salad. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, like I kind of that remind. I mean, like European language in general is just like the rules are like very weird. Like I think like I already told you about that thing where in my German class, there's the word engagement. And like generally like the rules in German is like if it's a foreign borrowed word, you try as much to say it in the original language. So I say the word engagement, right? So like that is something that I mean like as a software developer in 2020, the 2020s, like you kind of like engagement is something that it's a word that you work pretty closely with because that's basically what you're usually working towards. Engagement with the users. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, and I mean, like, I was reading the other text, it's all in German, and like, when it comes to word engagement, like, my teacher just told me, no. It's not engagement in English. It is a French word, so you need to read it in French. I was like, oh, I see. I was like, oh, it's engagement. It's not engagement, it's engagement.
Engagement.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Because like the meaning is also different. Like engagement like means a lot of things in English, but the engagement, I think like it more specifically refers to specifically kind of like work commitment.
Okay.
That is why. Oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, that's
engagement.
engagement. So yeah, let's see what our little cousins can have to offer. Wait, wrong button. Sorry. That's for later. Yeah. So now, yeah, I guess the standard tournament season hasn't really started yet, but so like there's not much data. But yeah. So I guess that's also why like Thunder Dragon is kind of on the top. But I suppose with the fish finally kind of like reducing, I guess like you can really play a little bit slower. Of course, like Exit, it's on the top because why not? It can be kind of a top heavy deck, but like once Exit like Muteki is out, like what do you actually do? I mean, like the only way is to win in PB comparison. But in yellow specifically,
but then like they're also very high BP as well. So.
Oh yeah, which is why in yellow is like, yeah, what do? You can't really affect them. Just have to somehow be able to overrun them, I guess. So before Muteki comes out, yeah. Hopefully Ryuki sees more play, because that's my only horse in the race for the collab, I think. Well, we just need more standard play in general. I think, like, yeah, I guess like with the Eternal, it is kind of working that they are now giving like the very, very good promo at the top end that all people are trying to join. Just have to somehow replicate this in standard, shouldn't we?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's also kind of hard in standard right now to release any like generic versatile card.
Oh yeah, you don't really want to do that.
Yet. Yeah. Yet.
Yeah.
And then also I just realized I like how the meta chart, like, because there's so little samples that you have to go with decimal points when it comes to
oh yeah. Yeah. Guess that's on us to kind of like play more standard. I will like, yeah, to be fair, I need to play more standard myself. By like my standard stuff finally came. I can finally complete my deck. Yeah, I still have like lots of documents on my table that I need to take care of before I can do that. Yeah. Who would have thought being unemployed would be this busy? Can't be me. But yeah, just have to take care of all these documents and we can finally test again. And yeah, I mean, like, I said that, but like this month definitely wanted to test with the Hexcraft and the whale raid. And then in 2 months we will have Diva. And then the next month we will have Aikatsu. Pain. So many things. So many things to prepare for. So many things to prepare for. Yeah. I think like I can kind of understand, like I can kind of understand why I kind of enjoyed Saga back then, because like we don't have release every month. I know like some people are being like, yeah, well, like they played like one game of Saga and then like, yeah, I want new stuff now. Like back then we were like, because we were so busy anyway, we were like, oh, I got to play like one Saga this month. This is so fun. I have to wait for next month to play again. And then like you do it again and in the next month and like, oh, next month is a pre-release, yay. It's a nice place, isn't it? But like if you play it every day, it feels like, yeah, like with every card game it can feel a little bit. Well, it's not really. Yeah. It's not that the game itself is stale, but because everything is still fresh in your mind, it feels like everything is still. Yeah, this is just something that I did yesterday. I want something new now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that a lot, Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, but it is what it is. I mean, like the world now is kind of like very fast paced, so it can mean like I can kind of understand. Back then, like I don't even know when the new Yu-Gi-Oh set is going to come out. Like when it comes out, we just like gather with our measly pocket money. Like I think like my entire week's pocket money, if I don't spend anything, I can buy like one single Yu-Gi-Oh booster pack. So I did that very sparingly. And even then, I would like open one pack and I'm like, ooh, yeah, this is all the new cards that I get to play with for the next 3 months. Also, like I didn't even know like when the new one is coming out. I just come to it's not even a card shop. Technically, it's a game shop. It's even a stretch to call it a shop because it's just a stand on the mall. It's like 2x3 very small stand and they have like lots of stuff. I just saw like, ooh yeah, they have Yu-Gi-Oh. Time to buy.
Bruh.
Yeah. Well, not always. I mean like, yeah, some of my friends, they do buy a little bit more. Like, for the most part, I was like, yeah, like, it doesn't have a dragon in it. I don't want it. For the longest time. And then I played Vanguard and I saw Bermuda Triangle. At first I was like, this is dumb. Boy, how young I was. How good it was to be young. Before that I was like just having fun with my Kagero deck, with my Tachikase deck. Like everything is dragons. Yeah, I don't need to play like the Moe cards. And then Bermuda Triangle came out and then and everything just went downhill. And then my deck choices started to be affected by like which character am I attracted to this month? do I wanted to make Jewel Knight? I wanted to finally play Royal Paladin because of Jewel Knight. Jesus Christ. I think like I made Battle Sister just because like, ooh, this looks this looks kind of cool. I was also like just none with guns. Again, it's just cool. Like none with guns. I don't know why that works as a concept. Maybe because I once like read this manga called Chrono Crusade, which is basically it is your typical like, well, not really shonen. It's just kind of like a Hellsing-ish. Tries to be Hellsing, I guess. Like it's a vampire hunter action thing. The main character is just a nun, which uses a gun. And of course, she got outgunned like pretty quickly, and eventually she just have to resort to like basically just using a whole rocket launcher that is just filled with holy water. Cause like, come on, like if it's like just a common demon, of course it can die to a gun. But like when you are meeting like the stronger ones, do you really think like the gun is enough to kill the demon? So yeah. But I still remember that one very cool scene where she fights like a I guess spider demon on something on the top of a train, and then basically like she was so like her clothes have been very tattered, like she's bleeding everywhere, but like she got close up and like she basically just headshotted the spider demon like up like on point blank range, and I was like, oh my god, that was so badass.
I've seen, I don't know if you noticed like how like recently like there have been like a video explaining like like how guns are being used in like different media. But to be fair, he's kind of biased in like he thinks that like anime does it better, but like to be fair, both anime and Western media kind of does like similar things depending on what you're watching. It's like they were saying something like, for example, in like what do you call that? John Wick. Yeah, John Wick. Like guns are like being used more like kind of as a symbol of dominance, power. So basically the way you think about it is like when you see someone with a gun, you kind of expected them to be like strong, I guess. I can't remember the exact arguments, but like that's it. It's like it's flashy, just supposed to show that well, yeah, it's like, oh, people fighting with guns, like look gunfights. Look, he shot a lot of people, very cool, that kind of thing. But when it comes to some anime, I think one of the most recent examples is actually Gachiakuta. Whereas like it's more like a fantasy world kind of thing. People have their own power and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then like this one episode, suddenly the heroine just whip out a gun and she just shot the villain dead. And then it's like so like in like some other medias, like gun is like more used like to explicitly to break the power scale. And then like that's what makes it even more dangerous. Yeah. So something like that, but like yeah, it was like an interesting video to watch. It was a while, so I can't, so that's why I can't remember exactly what they were talking about. But yeah,
but I can kind of see that. Yeah, guns. Never, not even once. But why would we have guns if we can have Diva? So yeah, basically, for the next Diva booster, we're finally getting the Diva version of the Snake 12 God King Tiamato.
yeah. Big.
Big, yeah, which is not very slippery of her. Also, one major difference is that Tiamato is a purple spirit, but Tiamadura is a blue spirit. Because fuck logic, but yeah. Also, I guess scheduling.
Yeah, because like we don't have purple Diva decks yet.
Exactly. What if like the purple Diva like came out and then like she was just moved to purple, or she becomes a blue purple.
Maybe. I mean, that would be interesting.
Yeah, that kind of like my pet with people like kind of like, how do I put this, like abbreviating like the name of like multiple color decks, like calling blue purple blurple. Yeah, that sends the shivers down my spine. I mean, like, I guess like because we play Battle Spirits, right? Like we can do something a little bit more cooler and maybe merge the name of like the gem into like Fire or something. Can we even? Fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
It's Amethyst and Sapphire. It's a blue purple deck.
Oh, oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, she seems like a new very strong newcomer. I feel like I saw like more of her fan art compared to other a new diva added to the game. So yeah, props to her. I think she has a very strong newbie indeed, and we'll be looking forward to how she actually performs in the decks itself, I guess. Yeah, she has big horns.
Personality.
Yeah, she has very big personality and very big horns. And very big fangs. Because she's a snake. Yep. And then of course when you're talking about Diva, we have to talk about the number one undisputed, the only Diva that ever touched the Hall of Fame in Battle Spirits. Ryoba. Yo.
And she got 2 arts as well. Crazy.
Oh yeah. That's supposed to be the big reveal after this, but yeah, she is so strong that it is not enough to just give her like one dress. They have to give them 2 dresses. It's not even like just a different art. It's literally 2 different cards. So this one, the shining origin Ryoba is going to come from the starter deck through the opening symphony. Yeah, I don't know why the official translation is opening symphony, but yeah, it is what it is. Like, yeah, we have a very weird company running this game called Bandai. So yeah, just have to live with what they translate them to sometimes. Yeah, but it is a very nice dress, kind of like reminiscent of Ultimate Overray.
I think to be fair, I think it might be the same dress actually.
Nah, I have the poster like right next to me. It's not the same dress.
Okay then.
Okay, let me take a picture and where's my phone? Like, is it? Oh yeah, it's near. I'm going to take this picture and I'm going to send it to Ayumu. So maybe I'm going to post it separately later, but maybe not in the episode itself. Because information. But yeah, it's not the same dress, but it is like on the same color scheme. That is why I was like, is it supposed to be based off Ultimate Overray? Because Ultimate Overray is more majorly red as opposed to the normal Overray. So yeah. Well, will she win the popularity poll again? Because like she went into the Hall of Fame because from the moment she was released, she won the Diva popularity poll 3 times in a row, and then they just excluded her from the poll for like 3 years. And then after that,
it's like the standard format now. I feel like they would just like put her back in.
Yeah.
Kind of also for like the new players to fold as well.
Exactly. But I feel like Ryoba now is in a position where she is kind of like the Full Metal Alchemist of Battle Spirits. So I feel like no matter what happens, she will win. Because we as a community need to safeguard the fact that Ryoba is the number 1 diva. Like no matter if there's any other girl that is trying to take her place, no, Ryoba have to be number 1. Once she is in the Hall of Fame again, then we can choose our actual favorites again. And I think like Ryoba kind of like scarred a lot of people. I feel like that's probably why like there's no more diva that wins more than once. Because I think like once people know that, okay, so like now my favorite finally won, so now I have to support someone else so she wouldn't go into the Hall of Fame.
Maybe, yeah. I suppose that's an incentive for like the older players as well to vote for someone else.
Exactly. But then again, like Ryoba always gets something, right? So like, why not just push your Oshi to the Hall of Fame so that she will definitely like guaranteed get something. But I guess then again, you might want the feeling of like fighting for it. So I don't know.
But like, yeah, but like at this point, Ryoba doesn't even need to fight anymore.
Exactly. He will
It's
win.
It's like you're telling Elon Musk to earn more money, mate.
Oh no, that will be horrible. Don't tell him to make money. He shouldn't work. But yeah. But of course, when we are talking about like the absolute number one diva, there's always one that aspires to be one, but got struck off by Reova. But she's actually like kind of like doing well right now. So there's
she's always been doing well. To be fair, I would say the number one thing is more like a meme at this point.
Exactly. Just like at one point, she does get the card called the number one center Noah Fleur. I guess like it's because she won it in that year, isn't it? Because I remember, it's because like I remember that the promo for the Diva guidebook is usually the winner for that year. That's why we have like the Fonina.
True. Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't remember. I mean, I can look it up right now.
Yeah,
but like,
we are fake fans.
We are fake fans.
Yeah, but we're big enough fans to always make the decks, I guess. At the very least. But not really enough to like remember every single one. So yeah, if you are a bigger Diva fan than we do, yeah, maybe you can help to fact check us. Yeah. The only thing that I know is that Rapid Darling need to win the next one. I don't need any other Diva knowledge beyond that. And yep, we have the chromatic shine. So basically, this is the alternative costume for Aoba. But of course, this is Battle Spirits. Alternative costume is not cosmetic. It means that she will have other effects as well. Like I guess like she will be one of the diva where you can kind of like make her own deck. Supposedly, because like you have like at least like 2 extras prepared for her already. The chromatic shine and the shining origin. And of course, we still don't know whether the system will be like exactly like in Battle Spirits, in which you have a family called Private Wear, in which like that is their offstage form and their stage style there's like the higher cost spirits that they turn into, which is their onstage form. Like maybe like it might be that they change the system a little bit and the origins are actually like that dress where they start the concert with, and then like they will change it like as the concert goes kind of concept. Maybe. Or they will, or whether it's that or they kept like the old system of like them having like the private wear and then also the stage style. If they kept like the old system, then we know that at least Reoba already have 2 stage styles, so like that's like you can pretty much straight up just make a standard Reoba deck, because why not? We have 2 friends that are very obsessed with Reoba, and yeah, the moment she came out, like the both of them, it's not they are not the talkative type, so I wouldn't say that they can shut up, but like yeah, you can see it.
No, they were literally arguing. It's my wife. Hands off.
Yeah. My other friend was like, "Yep, I wouldn't say anything. I just accept my fate." Because like he has been away from Battle Spirits for a little bit, and then I show him this, and then I was like, "Yeah, you don't have to show me this. I already reserve myself to the fate that I have to make this." We got him back, boys. Yeah, and it's all thanks to Reoba, as expected of the number 1 diva ever. And I guess the last diva that was revealed like last week, we have the very gigantic shoes to fill with the Shieldhorn origin Diantherion. Yeah.
The contrast is so big.
I know, right? I think like they mix up the other form for Diantherion and Diamadura. I think the spec got mixed up because we see if you haven't been able to tell like what card she is based on, she is based on the Shieldhorn Giganterion.
You should probably put it on an image than just saying the name.
Yeah. the effort in it. It's a blue entry deck boss. You will know. You will know it. You should know it. You play standard, you should know. You should know what Giganterion is. It is actually a card in the meta. Like you should know about it. Why don't you know about it? Shame.
There you go.
Yeah. It is a very gigantic the very gigantic Triceratops that you get from the entry deck, and Ayumu have sent it to me anyway, so I guess I have to show it. Fine. Yeah. So if you don't know yet, that it's this guy. And again, with Diva, this guy doesn't mean that the Triceratops and this girl is the same person. It's just that she is inspired by the Triceratops to be on stage. Yeah. Yeah. Because why not? A true artist should be able to get their inspiration from anywhere.
True.
Yeah.
The contrast is so big though, honestly.
No, right? But yeah, I wonder if that you like now that I've said that, I kind of forget like how many extras are we getting in the Diva booster actually. Because like I felt like when the news first came out, it was like, ooh, there's so much Diva, and then like suddenly the news just stopped, and then my days felt empty. Where the Diva juice? I did more Diva juice. Okay, so extra we have 7 types. So small. What is this small pool?
Yeah.
You only have 7?
Oh,
7? Seriously? I guess it's 9 counting the one from the starter deck. I guess we have 9, but yeah. I guess the Kamen Rider has 6.
Yeah, the Kamen Rider only had like 6,
Yeah.
and there's like 3 decks.
Yeah.
We're talking about 7 here, potentially 7 decks.
Yeah.
So
Lochnas got cheated. Fuck you, Celotl. But yeah, anyway. Set this aside. That was the Diva that is revealed last week. So we'll be looking forward to what their effects are once July ends, I suppose. Because also the next booster pack, which is the PS02, is going to come out in 2 weeks. And it's next week actually. So this Friday we're going to get the full list. Next week it's going to be released. Damn, everything, it's so fast. We have just finished the unboxing for the PS76 finally. So if you haven't checked it out, do check it out. It's on our YouTube if you are listening this outside of YouTube. So yeah, basically now our backlog is growing longer and longer because spoilers, we are going to unbox the CP01 as well because it finally came, and then now we are waiting for the PS02. Damn, so fast. But yeah,
yep.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw this still and I kinda remember the Marmot. I don't know why. That's why I put it up. Feels like, yeah, kind of just like creature who looks like they are questioning their existence. But yeah, in a way, this does it's like the old Byakugaru. So like when it reduces the opposing life, you can exhaust one opposing spirit, and then at the end of the battle, when it is while it is attacking at level 2, you can retain one. You can choose one opposing spirit that is exhausted, return it to the hand. So pretty much kind of like Byakugaru in a way. And it's a rare. Nice, I guess. Well, I guess like it does. Well, I guess like it does. It is a little bit different since Byakugaru, instead like if it is blocked, then you exhaust 2 more.
Yeah, if you take life, it's like return 1 to hand. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, it's slightly different.
Mm-mm. So yeah, it is a clash again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like lately we have been reading effects and then like, what does this mean? It's Clash. Okay. It's Clash, but it's optional. You can still take the damage if you need to, I guess.
Yeah, it's also more so like one of those things where it's like, do you want your spirit bound or kind of thing? Which makes it pretty interesting.
Yeah, and it's finally, one of like it's a Vortex site if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so like at least like it's a family that has support at the very least.
Oh wait, no.
Oh no, it's not.
I think it's Water Fair? Yeah, Water Fair, yeah.
Oh well. Can win everything.
Yeah, Vortex site is like something else.
Okay. Touch.
Vortex site is like more humanoid.
I see. So these are the actual animals.
Yeah.
Oh well. It's what it is. And we have the cactus. Yay. How Juheki. I don't know why Yeah, the reading sounds so cool for a cactus force. Yeah, basically at level 1 it basically changes the destination for all spirits that are cost 5 or lower that is destroyed by having its PP 0 from the trash to the bottom of the deck. So it doesn't change the destruction effect itself. It changes the destination of the card after it leaves the standby state. So it still enters the standby state as a destroyed spirit. So that when destroyed spirit effect can still activate. But instead of going to the trash, they were going to the bottom of the deck. So technically it is still kind of can be useful just to prevent your opponent from one getting EX symbol. 2, if you are playing against decks that can recurve, then yeah, basically you prevent that card from being recurve. Yeah, which is still decent.
Like the cost 5 or less limitation is barely a limitation. Because obviously the whole point is to prevent the EX symbols, and those usually only exist from like cost 5 or less spirits.
Yeah.
Well, cards in general, yeah.
Yeah. And if they do have like a cost 6 EX symbol, I guess like they already paid a lot of things to get it out on the field anyway. So I guess like we need to give it a pass to some extent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then on level 2, I guess this is getting to Nexus to level 2 is surprisingly hard, but I guess this one is a little bit more rewarding. So basically, when your Topaz spirit that is not attacking or blocking is destroyed by opposing effect, destroyed by the opponent. Which I guess like because it is not battling, I guess it kind of reads as an effect, but there's always battle spirits always find a way to kind of like cheat the wording, so we'll never know. But basically, the one that as long as that is not attacking or blocking, it is destroyed. It has the family Topaz. You get one. You get to draw one. This is of once per turn. So if you somehow able to get like 3 of them to level 2, you can activate it 3 times. But realistically, even 1 is a stretch. But still, it is finally something that kind of feels like it is worth the effort. For once.
Because both effects are pretty decent in general, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe considering this one. Fleck. And then we have a doggo, yo. This is doggy. Yeah, I think if it's a dark piece, it's going to be broken. It's the new piece something family, isn't it? I can only read the piece back when I don't.
Yeah, I actually can't remember this one as well. Let me have a look.
Okay.
It's like the families are so weird now.
Yeah.
No, that's Eternal.
Okay.
Karma Feed?
Oh my
No,
God.
that's different. No, that's different.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's a new one. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's in the extra as well. But the point is, this little guy, if it attacks or blocks, it gains plus 3000 BP, and then at the end of the battle, destroy the spirit. Which
It's a 6k attacker slash blocker. It's really good.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Oh no, it's very good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Beast Slap deck.
Oh, is that how we translated it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it's Dark Fuse, it's going to be broken, but it's even then, yeah, it's a sick if you get it to level 2, which needs 4 cores. But even at level 1, it's a 4k attacker at 2 cost 1 reduction. Already good enough. You can basically like either take 1 life or take down 1 opposing spirit in a way. And after that, it becomes an EX symbol as well. Like actually, like the cost 2 spirits that has effects in this set are actually kind of crack. If you compare it to like the first set. Well, Exclusive is strong. Exclusive is definitely strong. This is like a big contender. It is like basically Exclusive but more aggressive.
And it's like very suitable for shamanism, yeah.
Oh wait, but shamanism is limited to families, right? Isn't it?
Oh right, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about that. Freaking
Yeah.
hell.
Which is why, like, if it's Dark Fuse, it's going to be like very broken. And then you can just like shaman. It's like no, it's like yeah. I mean, like every other card you can just have shamanism, and then like yep, just bring back this card, this guy, because like why not? You just pay 1 extra. You have an attacker that is like if in the earlier turn it's going to be 4k, like, and then the later turn it's going to be 6k to 7k. Like if you have like the nexus that increases your PP, then it's going to be 7k, and then it's like oh. This is and I think like the extra also like boost like specifically your piece lab tech. It's like even yeah, even better. Yeah, I think like the extra, where was it again? That guy that makes me feel sad for you guys.
Why?
because the cost is like so very high. Oh my, I am not supposed to open that. Yeah, this guy. It was a 6 cost 2 reduction. But it's a plus 3000. So like this guy is a 9000 attacker with the extra out. Damn. Imagine if it can be recurved so easily with shamanism. It can take down Lookness for fuck's sake. God damn. This one.
I don't think there are any shamanism that's actually something costs 6 or higher anyway. So
yeah.
actually, no. Was there? I think there is. I can't.
No. I mean like, not the extra. You bring back the dog.
Right. Yeah.
Because like I think like that's the play, right? Like if you can shamanism this stock, you just bring it back everything, and then like, yeah, this deck is going to do all the job for you. It's going to play the game for you. Purple control color. What is that? I just said with my dogs. I just summon dogs and attacked with them. Shirazen is finally useful again. Because you just attack with Shirazen, activate the shamanism, summon the dog, and then now you have 2 attackers that is like, you can lose the Shirazen, you can lose the card with shamanism. The dog is going to take down something. Beautiful. And then with this I don't know why, but I kept messing on the X symbol, and then I was like, this card is kind of nice, and then I collected the assets for this episode, and then I just realized this card is an extra. So that's why I felt like I seen this girl before. Because
the article reveal, yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, it's a mariner. So she is a hexcraft, which is part of like the big 2 families that they are pushing in this set, which is well-read and hexcraft. So at the start of your attack step, you choose one of your spirit that is cost 6 or lower. During this turn, that spirit cannot be destroyed by BP comparison. So yeah, basically gets you to start the combo for your second or more attacks, which is nice. And you basically just protect your spirit that do the nice effect so that you can use it again next turn.
Yeah.
Yep. And then,
obviously we also had kind of dinosaur thing last time.
Oh yeah.
Where it cannot be destroyed by BP comparison.
Yeah. So this extends that
obviously obviously like this card really like gives you that option as well. So
yeah. And yeah, and arguably this one can be a little bit more versatile. Also, this unlike the dinosaur, this one only protects your spirit. So your opponent will still lose their blocker if they engage.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, which is nice. So now it is technically a plus 1000 BP that stays, which is subtle, but yeah, basically like anything that they block with, it wouldn't kill the attacker. If it's at least traits, like it will kill it. Which is like now in standard, it is something that may look subtle, but yeah, that is actually kind of strong.
Yeah.
Yep. Not to mention, during your attack step, once per turn, if you perform the second or more attack, if the attacking spirit is a well-rate or a hexcraft, you draw one card. You can draw one card. It is a soft once per turn, so again, not realistic, but if you somehow were able to get like 3 copies of her on your second to fourth attack, you can draw one extra card. Which is a nice thing to have in your back pocket, but realistically, again, also like her BP 7000, she will probably be targeted by your opponent's control card at the first attack. Which is not going to not going to lose you that much because she has 2 costs anyway. Yeah. The flavor text is kind of creepy though. You doll. Yes. You are the new doll, Ayumu. He is referring to you specifically.
No. Reminds you of Africa.
Oh yeah.
What new band dream with me?
Yeah, that kind of reminded me of that one guy who always who have 10,000 Ave Mujica plushies, and he always make videos with them.
I want those plushies. Only have one.
Yeah.
And guess how much it costed me?
Oh my god. I don't even want to hear that. It was
36 euros.
Oh my god. And you need 20,000 more.
Yeah, but obviously if you buy from Japan, it's gonna be a little bit cheaper. So
yeah. I can imagine it now. When we are going to Japan, I'm going to buy this. I'm just
gonna bring a whole empty suitcase of just all the plushies.
Yeah, and you're going to get and the only other thing that you are going to buy is you're going to go to Hardoff, going to buy those vacuum packaging things.
Oh my god! I literally don't even joke. I literally would. I reached that age where I want a nice vacuum.
Oh no, yeah. I mean actual vacuum cleaner, yeah, I want that too.
Wait, what are you talking about?
No, I mean those kind. So basically, if you want to keep your clothes, your clothes can kind of become pressed a little bit, right? Also with plushies.
Oh, that kind. You know what?
Yeah.
Yes, I will also get them.
Yeah, so you can bring twice the amount of plushies that you could originally bring.
Yo, true. Think of that. Yo.
You can actually get the 10,000 plushies on his first trip to Japan after a long years. I mean, it's not his first, but first after a long years.
Yeah, actually, my Pokemon local is planning a Japan trip in December.
Yo. so you can have a quota of like 1 plushes per head, isn't it? Like, yep. Even if you're not going, like, yep, can I? So there will be like 6 people going. So like, yep, 1 plushie, 1 plushie, 1 plushie, 1 plushie, 1 plushie. So you can, so you can get the rest of Afimuchika and then Tomori as well.
True.
Damn.
Nah, you get Anon and Soil.
Exactly.
That couple.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's how strong this card is. Like, it makes Ayumu wants to buy even more plushes. Yeah. Looking forward to actually like using her in battle. Especially now we have lots of especially now we have lots of new Wellbred and new Hexcraft. And Eagle Mythos actually can search for a lot of things. Yeah, I like Eagle Mythos. And then we have the Rush Out, which is, if you have played the classic Battle Spirits, the effect basically reads as Invisible Cloak. So it is a soul magic, white soul magic. So if you have a white symbol, you can play it by only paying your soul core. During your main step, choose one of your Leucomis spirit. During this turn, that spirit cannot be blocked. Which can be crazy because we have this extra called Large Berry Bulk, which is a Leucomis. And what does Large Belly Bulk do? It wouldn't really matter normally because it will be unblockable. But if it reaches a certain BP, if it reaches 10,000 BP, if I'm not wrong, or 12,000, I think it's 12,000. You get once per turn, it refreshes.
Yeah. Oh, right. So to pair with Amplify.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And if you see like the other card that has been revealed today, it is not realistic, but if you actually pull it off, it can be crazy. And of course, it has the just 1 plus 2,000 classic. But again, if your opponent doesn't have a blocker, it doesn't really rot. You can just push your last berry bulk while it is alone. You do pay 3 costs, which is a lot, but like if you can refresh last berry bulk, if this is the last 2 cards in your hand, that is actually still like kind of like a combo that you can do. So yeah, still pretty nice. And the plus 2,000 holds for the rest of the turn anyway. So like if you left the last berry bulk as a blocker, even you block with the last berry bulk, you push it with rush out, and then you activate the amplify. You block, activate the amplify, and then it will refresh, and then it will be 11k blocker until the end of the turn, which is not too shabby, especially if you draw Rochiram after that.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Exactly. Damn. Unblockable. How I didn't expect this to come out on BS02, but I guess with how crazy Green have been, gonna have to give white this. Yeah, at the very least, you can't give it to that guy who can increase his own symbol, Gigant Keras. So that's the only solace.
The only saving grace.
Yeah, the only saving grace. And yeah, this is just a biased pick because I do play Thunder Dragon, and finally we get something that potentially can give minus 4,000 other than Lockness. Realistically, maybe only minus 3,000. You're probably only going to take the minus 3,000 anyway, which is already enough. But yeah, pretty nice. Not too shabby. When it is summoned, just 1 opposing spirit card.
On summon minus 4,000 is really good. So.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. It's basically mini Lockness. Although, yeah, you can argue that after that it kind of doesn't have any further utility. But still, it's basically kind of like a 2 cost minus 3,000 or minus 4,000 to to 1 target, which arguably is still pretty nice. And it's basically your starter. Finally, so basically when your field is empty, just use the legacy to summon this guy, and then you summon your smaller guys. Yeah. Finally, Ayu. The master that actually matters. Not the one that needs to get to level 2 and then boost everything and then it needs to stay at level 2. Eating up all the cores that we can use for other things. This one just minus 4,000 to one thing. It's done. It's done its job. It will attack, open up blocker, and it will die, and it will have done its job.
I mean, 6,000 is like a decent number as well. So
exactly,
as a BP,
exactly,
attacker, blocker, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like by the time you activate the minus 4,000, if your opponent only have like limited blockers, it basically can trade with anything that is at least 8,000 or lower.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get it to level, if you can afford to get it to level 2, then you can trade with anything that is 10k or lower even. So yeah, that's actually like, yeah. Can be a bit conditional. If your field is already full, then you cannot use the effect, unfortunately, because you cannot do legacy on top of reduction that you already have.
No, I'm pretty sure you can choose to still activate legacy.
Is it? Yeah,
as in like you can just say like, you know, I use the reductions in the trash instead of like on the field kind of thing. Pretty sure. I mean, or else a lot of these cards just wouldn't work, would they?
Yeah, we'll have to check again later. We'll have to fact check ourselves. Because like I remember like that's kind of like the only thing that I remember clearly is like you cannot use legacy beyond the reduction that it has. So like basically if it
no, that part you're right. Yeah. I think I might have misheard a little bit, yeah.
But the one that we are not sure about that we need to check, then we need to get you guys back in the next episode is whether you can use legacy on top of the symbol that you already have.
Maybe we can just check it now.
Yeah, I guess
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. en.battlespirits.com. I think I downloaded the manual at some point. Rules and Q&A. Standard version 1.
Yeah, they didn't. Let me see.
Fast roll the
Yeah.
revisions.
Yeah, so legacy can be activated even if there are other effects that treat reduction symbols as fulfilled or when all reduction symbols are fulfilled just by counting symbols on field.
Okay.
In such cases, legacy activates before those effects / calculations of field symbols.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I was being too hasty. So yeah, now then you can use it regardless then.
Yep.
What you can do is if you have like 3x symbol, you cannot just banish like the extra one just to get an extra minus 1,000. That one you cannot do.
Yeah.
So finally we reached the edge and where we can answer the question of like why you would want to banish more than the reduction that you have for the legacy. Because like previously, like why would you want that? Because you wanted to keep the EX symbol on your trash for the next legacy, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then now we can get the answer. Then you can, if you want it, then you can just pay. If you are allowed to do that, then you can pay extra to get more effects. But yeah, you are not allowed to do that. Now we know why. Because otherwise, then you can just keep like one copy of this card, and then you have like something that is like 14,000. Just summon this guy, banish 10 EX symbol from your trash. Somehow, I don't know how you get the game going that long, struggling against that 14k spirit. But like, let's say you do that, and then you just banish, 12k. I mean, so like you banish 10 EX symbol from your trash. You summon this guy, minus 12,000. That is an imaginary situation. That cannot happen. The rule doesn't allow it. But like, yeah, that's something that you can achieve if the rule is not there. Oing. Oh yeah, this is actually. Oh yeah, actually yeah, can kind of tell though. This is drawn by the artist that made the story, the background story for the standard. Actually, it's made by Toei. Yeah. That man single-handedly carrying the whole the 6 world on his back right now. Time to move on. Yeah, this guy is also kind of cracked. So like, this guy is a mineraloid, of course, so not to make it too broken and make it a leucomis as usual. Has legacy. So when it is summoned, retain one opposing spirit that has 5,000 or lower BP to the hand. Not too crazy. But if you summon it with legacy or succession, instead of 5,000 or lower, you can instead return a spirit that is 8,000 BP or higher. So finally, we have a handle for the spirits that has very high BP in white, at least. Also, like in Mineraloid, you do have like those nexuses that goes to 2 symbols when you are summoning a Mineraloid. So by having that one nexus and one EX symbol, you can reliably just summon this guy, return, and then you have the option to just return something that is minus 8,000. That's 8,000 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention at level 2, it is 10k BP. It has camouflage, so it cannot be, even if your opponent is even if you're playing mirror, it will be very awkward for your opponent to return this guy, because then they have to pay 1 extra to remove this guy, just for them to pay 1 extra to remove your guy. Yeah, that is a weird mirror match race situation that we will face if Mirrorloid actually goes to the meta.
Well, I mean, yeah, mirror games are always weird.
Yeah. Oh, like it's just, yeah, I mean, realistically, it's going to be Matanda versus Matanda. And of course, celebrating the upcoming anime, we have the catchphrase for Battle Spirits, making it on the card. It is red, of course, because the main character uses red. It is the Gate Open Kai Ho. Gate Open Kai Ho. Which is just Gate Open Release. It is the catchphrase that we do in Battle Spirits, because we are technically playing it in an isekai, and we are opening the gate to that isekai. Yeah. This is a promo.
Or isekai's lock.
Yes. Battle Spirits is an isekai. Even Heroes. Heroes is technically just thought hack, but with Battle Spirits. Because they are fighting in a virtual world, technically. So the only Battle Spirit that is not isekai is actually Burning Soul. Yeah. Well. I mean, Sword Eyes. Well, Sword Eyes is an isekai. I mean,
no, Sword Eyes is just fantasy. It's not isekai.
No, I mean, like, they are still fighting in a universe that's parallel to their universe, right?
Oh, right.
So it's still technically an isekai, just not in the scale of other Battle Spirits. I mean, like, it's an isekai in the same vein that Toppa is an isekai. Because like Toppa, the story revolves around their own world, but the battle itself takes place in a universe that is parallel to their universe.
No, that's just the computer screen.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
they never get transferred to another world.
Ah, I see. Damn. I got lied to. Yeah, because even Toppa kind of like calls it the Isekai Kai, which is the Isekai world. That is why I kinda assume that it's an Isekai. Damn. But yeah, Geki Hadan definitely an Isekai. Brave is okay. Brave and I mean, like, if you count the battlefield as an Isekai, then it's an Isekai. I guess it's an Isekai. Heroes is an isekai in a sense, if you count the tag as an isekai, because they are in a virtual world. It is a man-made isekai. And then Ultimate Zero, also an isekai. Sword Eyes, we just discussed about it. It's an isekai.
Ultimate Zero isn't really. Ultimate Zero is more like they just create a space.
Yeah.
definitively will. Same with Brave, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah. But just a debate on its own. Is it its own? What is the definition of world? But yeah, we are getting sidetracked. I mean, like, is this a literal? This is not even a scientific definition of a world is, but like even like literature wise, like how do you? Because like literature wise, like a world is always like relative to the character itself, right? So like a character that never leaves their village, their whole world is their village.
Okay, that's getting philosophical. That's not even genre literature, right? Let's get on with it, mate.
Okay, we're getting too sidetracked, so let's get back to the card itself. It is a very philosophical stuff aside. The card itself is very decent. You open the top 4 card of your deck, which is like compared to most of like what we have in standard right now. 4 cards. Looking at the 4 top card of your deck is still a lot. And then you can take any 2 cards that has legacy or succession from them, and then the rest goes to the bottom of your deck in any order. The flash effect is, of course, as usual, give your spirit plus 2000 for the rest of the turn. Yeah, remember this is a box stopper, isn't it? So like if you buy a PS02, you will definitely get this card.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, and then the art itself is the teaser visual for the upcoming anime. So yeah, get the dates. It's going to air in fall 2026. So yeah, get the dates ready. I mean, like, Bandai Namco Pictures has been kind of 50-50 of whether they are taking their stuff outside, but it is going to be a TV anime, so I guess we can kind of like, it is kind of realistic for us kind of expect that they will bring it to the like the streaming services, and we'll just have to see whether they see it's worth it to kind of like invest in like bringing it overseas as well. Because like it's as a business, like business consideration can be kind of like subtle. So let's leave it. Let's leave it to the machine, and hopefully, it turns out well. If it doesn't, then I guess like the fan subs are going to find a way. I think this is a level. Yeah, this should be like in a level where people would probably at least give it a chance. Yeah, I mean, like they gave Double Drive a chance and they gave up halfway, but still. Hopefully, it will not be a second installment of Double Drive. I mean, like the only bad part about like Mirage and Galad is how short they were. Yeah. So this one's going to be full length. So hopefully they have enough time to cook. Yeah. I mean, like, also, like, this card is not, by the way, this card is not limited to any single color. Like, now it doesn't really make sense to kind of like spend the extra 2 cores. But I guess if you are playing green or white, then you might be able to afford to pay the extra 2 to get your spirits with legacy. It's still not too bad, actually. So yeah, there's your option. I'm not saying that this is a must play, but this is an option. That is pretty solid. I feel.
Yeah. It's like a choice. Yeah.
And now that we are in BS02, BS02 is about to come out. Like, now the next big question is how they are going to do the rotation. Is that going to be like when BS5 come out? Like, are all A block going to go out, or do we wait until PS10? Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on, it's 9. Yeah. So we'll see when PS9 comes out. PS9.
9.
Yeah, and then we have a Bushy Bill, which is I was being 5 years old just now, but it is based on the Puss in the Boots. And this is like the thing about the purple in this set, right? I read that and then like, oh, this kind of like outclasses Shiresen, and then I just realized that the when destroyed, then the first effect is actually when destroyed effect. And then okay, now it has a different niche. Is it better than Shiresen? Arguably, but like it is a different niche. Shirazen gives you stuff in the trash instantly. This guy needs a little bit more time, but it gives you more cards in the trash. So when it is destroyed, you discard the top 2 cards of your deck. And then you choose one of the discarded Beast Lab Tech card from there, and then return it to the hand. This card itself doesn't have Beast Lab Tech, so you either the immediate example will be the extra or the dog that we get just now.
Yeah, just a nice retrieval card. Yeah,
exactly. And then if you're wondering, if you're like, what if my opponent doesn't block this card and I cannot get it to die? So here is the nice thing. So if you have the dog from earlier or like any other spirit, you attack with this guy, see if your opponent wants to block it and destroy it. If they don't, then on your second attack, you can just activate its level 2 effect, activate the flash, destroy the spirit, so destroy the boost in the boots. You destroy one opposing spirit that is exhausted, that is cost 4 or lower. Yeah, so exhausted spirit is cost 4 or lower. Still barely just like the other card, barely in a condition. It can destroy a lot of things, and yeah, you get 2 extra cards as well in your trash. Not too shabby. But it's not a dark Beast, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Yep.
Yeah. It's another different family.
Okay.
It's like you can't retrieve yourself, by the way. It's like a different family.
You can't.
Yeah, I think this is what do you call it? Karma Fiend. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's kind of okay. But what do you think? You are the purple expert here.
I mean, yeah. I mean, retrieval cards. It's like whatever. They don't have to be the same family.
I suppose so. Well, I guess we'll have to give the puss in the boots in a rest, because the next one is we have the Conjurer, which is a bird. And again, I didn't even realize that it's an extra until I see the X up close. It is a new Windfang spirit. As usual, when it is summoned, destroy something that is 7,000 or lower. A common Windfang play. But of course, this is BS02. They are really pushing Legacy in this set. So if you summon it with Legacy, the effect of the destroyed spirit cannot activate. So yeah, basically no when destroyed effects. So you destroy clues, you cut no repercussions from it. And then Super Unleash, while it is attacking, the spirit gains 3000 BP. Which might seem dull, but its base BP on level 2 is 10,000. And Windfang does have lots of options to kind of like just increase your BP during your attack step. So it is at least 13,000 BP, but like realistically, it is easy to get it to like 14,000 or so. And you can just search it with Akurai because it's a Windfang. So yeah. Yeah, not too shabby, I guess. Not too shabby, not much to say. It's a red card. It's very straightforward.
It's like, yeah, it's the first effect in red, in standard red. They're like kind of locks destroy effect. But on that part, it's like already pretty decent.
Exactly.
At 7k or less, it's like a very big range as well. So
yeah, exactly. I think like 7k is I think it's the highest number you can go in. Just can destroy 7k or lower anyway, right?
Bruh, Flame Hurricane can literally destroy 10k or less.
True. Oh well. It will get there. Yeah. Because now we reach an age in which like now you just go into you simply don't let your opponent go. So this guy or this lady, this tentacle thing, when it is summoned, you just one opposing spirit, If that is refresh, you exhausted. If it's exhausted, you heavy exhausted. And then during your end step, if your opponent has one or less refresh spirit, your opponent you choose one of your opponent's spirit that is exhausted but not heavy exhausted. Your opponent choose one, and then heavy exhaust the target.
My God. Okay, if
yeah, that's
okay,
English.
if you release during your end step, if the opponent has one or less refresh spirit, the opponent choose an exhausted spirit does not heavily exhausted and then heavy exhausted.
Yep.
There you go.
Yes, English hard. But yeah, basically we're just going all out with the exhaust game, with the heavy exhaust game now. And yeah, I mean, like, the level 1 effect itself is already decent. I guess, like, some people are, like, even playing the Armored Fish with the cost 7 Ice Princess Ice Princess thing from BS01, just because it exhausts one opposing spirit without any condition. And I guess this one costs more to play, but, like, and in on the reverse also, even if your opponent tries to give you a full attack, then you can still, like, get something out of it. So I guess it's still kind of decent. I guess it's a master rare after all. But yeah, again, the cost 2 spirits that are from this set, they are kind of, like, all interesting so far. Like, while the other doc is, like, pretty straightforward on why is it very good. Like, this one, it's a whale raid. Like, it works into your deck because, like, you needed lots of whale raid and hexcraft anyway. But on level 2, this card, when it is exhausted by the opponent, by the opposing effect, you choose one of your exhausted whale raid or hexcraft and refresh that spirit. So you don't even have to refresh itself. You can refresh your stronger blocker. So if they forgot and then you have an exhausted Ember Bima or Soldier Red, then you can just refresh them instead, and then now your opponent has to deal with an 11k blocker, and then they thought that, okay, I have like 12k PP spirit, and then you just use lifelink, and then they become 14k. Yeah. Yeah, and it has an next symbol, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep. So even if it's not blocking on its own, your opponent destroys it with the Flame Hurricane, with anything. Then you can also draw with the cactus as well. Not too shabby.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Finally something nice that is straightforward and not convoluted, and not that you have to have your deck face up on the full moon of the third day of the month, kind of like advantage that yellow usually have. I mean, like, this is still kind of subtle. I mean, like, this is going to be mostly useful against green.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, at least something. At least something that you don't need to get like 10,000 cards to actually make it useful with. Also, this is not once per turn, by the way. So if somehow you like, if your opponent just kept on like exhausting it, then you can just keep on refreshing it as well.
I mean, it's yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, if it I think if it is exhausted and then your opponent heavy exhausted, then you can refresh something else. Yeah, because like you do perform like another exhaust in that case, then you just, and it does successfully change it to one state to another. Yeah, so I guess then if your opponent like uses not tentacle attack, maybe like your opponent just summons Squid and heavy exhausting this card, then you can refresh this card or like your other card that is heavy exhausted, then on your turn they will be ready to attack. Yeah, not too shabby. And then we have another hole. Yay. This is not whole, but this is what I will say kinda decent. So level 1 2 effect. During this your spirit is summoned with shamanism during this turn. All gains plus 2000 BP. So that is already strong because now the meta is kind of like plus 1000 BP. This one is not as permanent, but like if you get to consistently use shamanism, then they will be plus 2000 BP. Possibly take down something with them, and then you can just summon it with shamanism again next turn. Yeah. And then the part where I feel like it's like, oh, like they actually give this in standard is at level 2. It needs 3 cores, so it needs a lot of cores, but during the opposing attack step, all of your opponent that has 1 or less cores cannot attack. Wow. So this is a gate effect that is actually can kind of like be useful even later into the game. Just like depending on your.
Not really though, like. Because like by that point, like the opponent would have enough cores to can slow down them, but then like it slows down yourself as well. So kind of like there's like the argument of like is it really that good?
Probably. Well, only time will tell.
Yeah.
I want it to be good because it's a whole. But yeah, not all whole can be. One day we will find our whole Ayumu.
Okay then.
Yeah. And speaking of finding our whole, we do see some missing cards from the from the card codes because we already know what is the last card in the set, and then like there are 6 empty slots. And they did mention that there will be reprints from like the old set, and we were like, how do we even can reprint stuff from Eternal to Standard? And then yeah, of course, the answer is simple. You just go back to 2008 and bring back something from there. So the first card that they bring back from Eternal is actually the cost 8 with 3 reduction, double hearts. This is just a complete reprint. They don't modify anything. This is straight taken up from PS03. It is just choose one spirit belonging to you or your opponent during this turn. That spirit gains 1 extra symbol of the same color as that spirit's symbol. So yeah, with Leucomis, you can pretty much have a pretty decent corpus. So this plus rush out plus raspberry bulk. Yeah, fun. Yeah.
Trauma.
Also, by the way, if you somehow track that game for too long, maybe you just wanted to toy with your foot, just like Amamiya would always do. And you have like 15 extra cores. 24 extra cores. Then you can also just play 3 double hearts, and your last berry bulk will be 4 symbols for the rest of the turn. Should you do that? Definitely not. But can you do that? Yeah. And that is scary. Oh, that is like, yeah, I mean like those kind of places, like, yeah, you wouldn't see it, and then you actually see it, and then you actually face that one madman, and then that day where you face them, the stars just align, and then somehow they have like raspberry bulk, 3 Leucomis on the field, so it can get to 12,000. They play trash out with their soul core, and then they just use the extra 24, and then just on when the raspberry bulk refresh. Okay, now I don't need my other spirits. You don't have any. The only way you can survive this is kind of like, okay, so if you don't have any blockers, you don't have any cards in your hand that can defend you. If I do a full attack, it's only going to be 4 damage, so it's not scary to you because you have 5 lives. Okay, I'll play double hearts, sacrificing one of my spirits, so it's now 2-1. So actually, that's already enough to kill you. But why not? I'm going to play another one. So now it's a 3-3. Definitely enough to kill you. But I still have some cores left. I'm going to play a third one just to send a message. Yeah. It's definitely an overkill. But the message is more important. Yeah, and then we are expecting 4 more cards from the other 4 colors. But yeah, now we have the red and purple, which is but red gets double hearts. We get the purple chaos draw for purple, which the main effect is pretty simple. For each of one opposing exhausted spirit, you get to draw 1 card. Realistically, in purple, you wanted to remove opposing spirits, but again, we have main step 2. That might have some potential. Also, it can push 1 spirit by 3000. So it can push any spirit, by the way. So you can even push your opponent's spirit for some shenanigans if you ever really need to. Because they actually, like in Battle Spirit Heroes, they actually displayed that once and only once. Yeah. And that actually took them the game. Because the condition is the Manabu, the blue player, is playing with Zygote Column. And then he's playing against Kimari, who has Chaotic Seimei, which has the Destructive Curse. And Seimei's PP is lower, so if she blocks and then Seimei dies, Seimei can revive itself by paying 1 mana boost life, so he's going to die because he only has 1 life left. But on the flip side, with Zygote Column, he has discarded everything from Kimari's deck. So like if he survives this turn, it will go to her turn, star step, she will lose.
Yeah.
Like Kimari successfully blocked, so what does Manabu do? He plays 1 magic plus 3000 BP. And then she was like, but like Zygote Column's BP is already higher than Chaotic Seimei anyway, like it wouldn't change anything. And then he was like, when did I say I'm going to increase the BP of my Zygote Column? And then, oh shit. He increases the BP for Chaotic Seimei. Seimei kills Zygote Column. And then the Destructive Curse doesn't proc. And then he just ends his turn. What a fucking chat. I understand Heroes now. That is the moment where it flips from Heroes being like, this is just stupid kids like doing stupid things. And then it's like, oh my god, this is big brain. Yeah, Heroes is an absolute unit.
Call the ambulance, but not for me.
Exactly. And then yeah, since we are running out of time,
it's also like at this moment she realized she fucked up.
Yeah, and then since we're running out of time and we have 1 last card left, we have the Idainaru and Peiran. Peiran, which is the great penguin, emperor penguin. It has a very simple effect. During your turn, if any player's spirit is exhausted once per turn, and it cannot duplicate, you you gain 1 core to the trash.
Can't stack once per turn. When your effect exhausts your or the opposing spirit, gain a core from the void. You can gain a core from the void to your trash.
Yes. No.
Your turn, flash, the turn. That's a fuck ton of conditions. Also, to exhaust 1 of your spirits, the opponent would have to select 1 of their refresh spirits and then exhaust it.
Yeah. So level 2 effect is very quick.
Yeah, and you only need the soul core for that as well.
Exactly. Because like you feel like that you're only exhausting 1 spirit and you lose 1 spirit. But like you don't see any status there, so you basically can just quote unquote sacrifice the attack of 1 of your lower BP spirit, and you can just basically prevent your opponent's high BP spirit from blocking. So spirits like Large Berry Bulk that needs to block first before it can activate its effect, you can just prevent it from actually doing that. Yeah. And of course, as we have said before, PS77 is coming. On top of the 3 flag contract nexus that they are going to introduce for red, blue, and yellow, they are also going to bring back 2 of the Indie the Grand Walker nexus so far. They did.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, like in the product page.
Oh my god! Like the way you pause the sentences. Right? Yes. So like flag nexuses will be red, blue, and yellow. Besides that, indeed the grandmothers are coming back. There
yes, exactly. I mean, so far they confirmed Shiva and Vishnu, but yeah, we'll see if they will include Saraswati as well, because that's the only missing color left. But also,
true.
it's kind of sad that they
It was the family of Mistral Beats as well.
Oh yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's kind of sad that they haven't included the news for the 10 God King yet. Hopefully they will continue that series soon.
I mean, they definitely will, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, they're already halfway. Like, if they don't, gonna fuck up. But yeah, the one question that Saber will ask you is, are you my master?
Oh my god.
Yeah. But if you have other questions, comments, or requests, do always feel free to send it to us to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you're listening to this on YouTube or Spotify, you can also comment on the episode. So, I guess my brain is still not fully connecting. I'm still kind of exhausted from building my own kitchen. But I never thought I would say that until I got to Germany, and then I have to build my own kitchen actually. Because in Southeast Asia, of course, like, building kitchens is always usually part of like the building process itself. So like, once you enter the building, usually the kitchen is already there, because it's built from bricks and stones, and basically the builders are already going to build all the building blocks for you, and you just have to maybe put on the burners and stuff. But like, you don't usually the stuff is already there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's a new thing for me. But yeah, I guess now I just have to process the remaining coffee and maybe lie down so my heart can calm the fuck down.
That's not the point of drinking coffee, though.
I guess you're right. Oh well, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next thing. Bye bye.
Bye.
Sausages.